Hi everyone, thank you for joining. So today I have a review on the eBay brushes that I purchased and then I featured on my weekly favorites, this past weekly favorites. And I just wanted to share with you guys because they are so similar to some brushes that we all know, right? So basically, you know, these brushes, I bought them because they are so similar to the Sigma brushes. I don't own every single Sigmax brush. I only own these 4, and that's it. I don't own any other like small brush or the, you know, the small ones. Basically, when I ordered these brushes off of eBay, they also came with these 4 mini brushes right here, which are supposed to be like the Sigma P84, I don't even know the names. This is what they look like. I'm gonna go over the big ones first. Originally, I had on my wish list the Sigma, I forgot what it's called, Sigma F85, or not really sure, but it is this brush from Sigma. This is the one I was like, it was on my wish list forever because I already own all these 4. So I just pretty much needed this one to complete my collection of the 5. So you know, these cost, originally when I had purchased my Sigma ones, I bought them for $16 plus tax plus shipping, you know, whatever. And now they cost $18. You know, it's $2 more than when I purchased mine. It's insane because that was just barely last year, I think. So like I was saying, this is the reason why I ended up purchasing all these from I was on eBay, and normally I'll do some little purchases on eBay. I think the last purchase I did from eBay was a BB cream. Yes, it was a BB cream from Skin 79. And you know, when you're looking at makeup products, you know, sometimes they have a list of items that they recommend you to go watch also. Well, this wasn't there. Like, this is all over eBay and I had no idea. So I clicked on the link and I had seen some brushes that looked like the Real Techniques one. But they were not the Real Techniques one. They had a different name, but the packaging looked just like the Real Techniques one. But the tops, like this part of the brushes that I saw on eBay originally, they were different. They looked like the Sigma brushes. So it was like the same, I don't know, I'll try to insert a picture somewhere. They look so similar like the Real Techniques, except they had some gold, they had pink, and they had maybe like blue color or red. And the top part was either a round kabuki like this, or a flat kabuki, or an angled, you know. They just pretty much had all of them. So I was like so excited to see them, and I'm like, I really wanted to try it. Not only that, the price of each brush was about less than $5. Less than $5. So obviously, if there were some reviews on YouTube or anybody had bought some brushes off of YouTube, because I had not heard of these. So I went on YouTube and a lot of girls were saying that they bought, you know, but the girls, it was so weird because the girls that I watched the videos weren't from the US. They were either from Spain or Argentina, things like that. They weren't from around here. So I was like, maybe they only sell those type of brushes outside of the US. So anyways, I came across, you know, a seller that was doing free shipping, but I ended up seeing brushes like these. Like, they were not on this packaging anymore, like on these, you know, the Real Techniques version. They were on like the Sigma version, but they had the gold, you know, ferrule, or this is gold, you know. The Sigma, they also had silver ones, but since I already own the Sigma ones and they're silver, I didn't want to get the same color, you know. I wanted to get the gold ones. I was like, I just want to get the gold ones. So I ended up going with this, but you can definitely get the same, like, they look just like these, except it doesn't have a name. These brushes don't have a name, so it's not going to tell you it's a tapered brush, anything. They don't have anything here. They're very, very sturdy. Like, I've washed these 2 times and they're still really good glued on, you know. I haven't any problems shedding. I think they probably shed only once, but I mean that's normal with all brushes. My Sigma brushes even shed, so that's not a big of a deal. Price wise, I got all of these 8 brushes because I think you can buy them individually with a seller. You can buy them individually for about, I think, $4 each, or I bought all the sets for $21.99 or $22.99. I can't remember. It's either $23 or $22 that I paid. Free shipping, and that's an amazing deal. So it's definitely worth more. Like, it's definitely worth buying all of them together rather than just buying one, you know, because you'll save your money yourself. You will save yourself money. Let me go through the brushes really quick. This one is the angled one, as you guys can see. The Sigma, this is a, you know, this is a Sigma one, and they're not exactly the same. These two are like the only ones that I can tell you that are not like the same at all. You guys can tell that the Sigma one, it's more like, it's more dense. It's more dense and more like, you know, skinnier like this. While this one, it looks like a round kabuki, but it's just a little bit angled, which is pretty good still. One thing I can tell you on these, or on this one actually, because the other ones don't have that issue. On the angled one, it's kind of like a little bit uneven, like the shape or the form that it's here. I see some hairs a little bit longer than the others, but that does not, you know, prevent the blush, because I use this for blush or bronzer, the blush to go on evenly. I've been using this brush ever since I got it, which has been for about 3 weeks already, and I love it. I love it so much for blush, and for powder blush, and for cream blush. These are amazing for cream blush. So this is the angled, this is supposed to be the angled version one. So that's that. I have the round one, which is this one, and they look, girls, they look exactly the same. They do. They feel exactly the same. I think the Sigma one, it's a little bit more shorter. Just almost anything, you know, like nothing. It's just a little tiny bit. You can tell by the hairs right here. It's just a tiny bit shorter, so that makes it be a little bit more denser. Like you see that? And this one. That's the only difference. But you can't beat the price. This is $18, and this is if you divide the $8, the 8 brushes between, I mean, the $22, they come around $3 or even less. About $3 or less. You can't beat that. And these are amazing. They feel so soft. This is great. I've used this for foundation. Works amazing. I've used this for powder foundation, liquid foundation, powder foundation. I've also used it for blush, contour. What else? That's pretty much what I've used it for, and I really do like it. I don't have like a specific, you know, I can use this for foundation. I have multi-use with this, and I love it because it's pretty much the same thing. The same thing, girls. Not even kidding. Next is the famous flat kabuki. This is what it looks like. Obviously mine is used, so you know, and this one's just washed, and I haven't been touching this for those 3 weeks. I haven't, and that's why it looks a little bit more thinner. The Sigma one, you know, I was gonna say the Sigma one feels more denser, but I can't even tell the difference. Like if I go like this and then choose which one's which, I wouldn't be able to notice which one's which. That's just how good of a dupe is. This applies foundation amazing, like just as good as this. I'm not gonna say it's better than this, because to me they're pretty much the same thing. It's definitely a great knockoff. I don't know, I'm not trying to say Sigma Beauty, don't buy them or anything like that. I have nothing against them because they're amazing brushes, but girls, if you want to save yourself some money, these are the way to go. I love them. I love them. They apply, I've used this for liquid foundation, for powder foundation, for, that's the only thing I've used it for, really. Yeah, that's the only thing I've used it for, and I love it. I love the way it applies for my liquid and my powders. I use this with my Studio Fix by MAC, the powder foundation. I used it today actually, and I love the way it just smooths. I don't know, I just love this brush so much. Next is this brush, and this was the brush that I originally wanted from Sigma, but I'm so glad I picked it up on this set, because even though I don't own the Sigma ones, comparing these to these Sigma ones, I do not doubt that it's probably the same thing also, just as, you know, the original Sigma one. It feels, this one's very dense, very dense, very, you know, well made. And I use this originally for my under eyes to set my concealer. Normally I'll use this one right here, which is very similar, but it's, you know, it's smaller. This one's a brush that I bought in Dallas. I think I bought it at a flea market. I don't know where you can get them at, but I know Sonia Kashuk makes one that looks just the same. Just in case you guys want this, this is perfect to set my concealer, okay, because you guys are wondering or whatever. But this is another great alternative also. I love this to apply my concealer, to set my concealer. I've used it to contour, and it does an amazing job. This is perfect when you want to have that deep contour, when you want the preciseness because of that, you know, taperedness here. It just makes it perfect, and it'll just make you like, you know, the perfect straight, you know, noticeable contour. You'll look very sexy, trust me. Love this brush. I haven't used it for foundation. Well, actually I did use it for concealer in a way. I used it with this Derma Blend today. All I do is I'll just pick up some and then apply it on some areas that I need it, and it does a great job. I mean, all of these brushes are really nice overall. Then moving on to the petite ones, or the baby ones. This is the round one. I do not own any from Sigma, although I do own some from Marifer. And let me just show you guys really quick. These are the Marifer brushes. You can get these in Mexico. This is what they look like. And let me just compare the Marifer flat tub one with the Sigma. I actually have a review on these, and I will link that review down below. It's been some months ago that I did the review. If you guys are interested to go watch it. This is the Marifer, this is the Sigma, and this is the eBay one. They look very similar, almost like triplets, right? But I can definitely tell you that the Marifer one is not as dense as these two. These two are like twins, and this one, you know, it's just, it applies foundation really nice. It's really good as well. It's a great alternative. I'm not ditching it or anything. I still use it. But if you're talking about dense wise, like, look, this is not as dense as these twins right here. So, you know, just wanted to mention that out just in case you guys are in Mexico or are, you know, are familiar with these brushes. These are really good, but they're not as dense as these, you know. Right. So like I was saying about the, you know, the petite ones, this is supposed to be the round one. I don't know how the Sigma ones look like. I can't speak if they're an actual dupe for them, but hey, I don't mind because it cost me less than $3, you know. It does an amazing job. This round brush right here, I've been using it for concealer. Does an amazing job. I used it for eyeshadow to blend my like my crease color right here. It's amazing as well. I've also used it to contour a little bit on my nose. I didn't use it today for that, but I used it for my nose also, and it does an amazing job. So it's a multi-use also product. You can use it for your eyes or for your face. Amazing for your concealer. The Marifer one, it's like this. You know, it's way smaller. You guys can tell. And I like the Marifer one, but ever since I got it, I do not like it for concealer because I feel like it's too small. I feel like this is perfect, and I use this, and I have two of these because I love them so much, the Marifer ones. I use them for my eyes. The next one is a tapered one, and it, you know, it's this one. And this one looks just like its mother or sister or big sister. Looks just like this one. This one's very stiff, and I don't want to say stiff because it is very soft and not stiff, but what I mean, it's very like dense and tapered, you know. It doesn't move around. This is a great for the concealer as well, especially on this part right here. Is amazing. There's a Marifer version of it. It looks like this, but this is what I'm talking about. The Marifer one, it's a little bit more fluffy, and this one's more like stiff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm that's what I mean by stiff. So that's the difference, and I like this one better for my eyeshadows to blend, while the eBay one, I like it for my concealer. It just helps it, you know, blend it so perfectly, and it's not going to go anywhere, you know, just where I apply it, that's where it's going to stay. Then I have this angled one. This is the angled by eBay. This is supposed to be like the version of the, I don't even know what the name of Sigma is. And I have the version of Mari Fer. Again, very different, but in a way similar. The Mari Fer one is a little bit more fluffy, and you know, it you know, you can move it easier. And this one's a little bit more dense, and you know, perfect for concealer. Again, this is my holy grail brush for concealer from now on. I love this. Except whenever I have it dirty, you know, I'll just alternate it with this round one. But both of these are amazing. Actually, this one too. All of them are amazing. Why lie? You know, they're all amazing. The Mari Fer one is more fluffy. It is great for concealer as well, but I feel like it works better as an eyeshadow, especially when I want to do like the crease here and then, or the, you know, the line here, and I want to just blend it like this. An amazing job, but I use that for eyeshadows. The eBay ones, I use them for my concealer. The last brush is this one, which is the flat one, and I hadn't been using this one because I didn't really know what to use it for. I already have these other 7 brushes that I had already found some use out of, and I already know that I already had my, you know, my favorite for my concealer. Like, what can I use this for? Well, I started using it again. I also used it with some like thicker concealer, just to like focus on some spots, because like I was saying, I'm using this tapered one with this just to spot conceal in a way like this, but I feel like this is too big for just a little blemish that I might have here. This is great for whenever you don't want to use your hands, or if you're working on, if you guys do makeup and you guys work on clients. These brushes are amazing. They're worth every single penny, girls. Like, you can just, you know, buy all these and you'll have a multi-use there for your clients, or even for yourself. I'll just get some of this and I'll just spot conceal like this, and it does an amazing job because it just gets right there where I want to conceal it. So my final thoughts are these brushes worth the money? Are these brushes a dupe or an alternative on those Sigma brushes? Well, at least on the ones I own. My answer is 100% yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you buy these individually, you're talking about $18 each, which is 18 times 4 is, I don't know, I need a calculator, but it is a lot of money, right? While all of these brushes were 23 bucks, or maybe 22, and they're amazing quality. The seller, they got here so fast, considering they came from China. When I placed the order, it's from a package, so it's supposed to get here, you know, faster than, you know, China Air or China Post Air, I don't know what they call it. So it got here, it was saying that it was gonna get here between like 2 weeks. So when I ordered it, they gave me like a date. I think it was like, I don't know, I forgot the date they gave me. They gave me a date where it was about 2.5 weeks from when I had ordered it. So when I checked my mail and it had been only 7 days and I saw them there, I was like, what? They're still here? I was still thinking that they were going to be here in about another week and a half. So they had a fast shipping, well packaged. As soon as I got here, oh, one thing I want to mention before I forget is that whenever I got them, I mean, they don't have that smell anymore because I washed them 2 times already and I need to wash them again. But whenever I got them, they did have like a chemical smelling. I don't know why I keep on smelling it because they don't smell like anything. But I smelled them and they smelled very, very strong. So that was like a downfall, that they smelled really strong. But if I'm not mistaken, a lot of brushes smell like that. When I got these, they smelled chemically too, but they didn't smell as strong as the eBay ones. Just letting you guys know. And when you do get them, wash them. I normally just use a regular dishwash soap, which is, I use the Gain one. That's just what I use. So I use that, and then I also, to spot clean, I use my MAC Blush brush cleanser. Okay, it does an amazing job. So I'm gonna wrap up things now because I feel like this review has been so long and maybe I've already bored a lot of you guys. Maybe you guys have already left this video because you guys are like, you're just talking too much. But anyways, I wanted to do this review to let you guys know that if you guys were interested in buying the Sigma brushes, and you guys, you know, might not have the money, might not want to waste all that money on brushes, pretty much if you buy a brush from Sigma, like I said, it's $18 plus tax plus shipping. That's already going to be over the $23 that you can just spend to get these babies, which is 8 brushes. Definitely, I really hope this review was helpful and answered some questions that you might, you guys might have had. And if you guys have any other questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments below, and I will try to get back as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Take care and God bless you all. Bye bye.